What if I told you that your emotions aren't real? That the anxiety you feel before a meeting, the rage in traffic, even the shame after saying the wrong thing, none of it is objective truth. It's your brain guessing and predicting, like a weather app that's been glitching for years, but you keep trusting it anyway. Emotional intelligence isn't about managing your feelings. It's about realizing they're a story your brain is telling you. And sometimes that story is dead wrong. And if you don't know how to catch it, you'll live your entire life reacting to ghosts. Emotional intelligence, neurologically speaking, is your brain's ability to process emotional data. And that mostly happens in two places: the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. The amygdala is like your brain's alarm system. It's ancient, fast, and dramatic. Something triggers you: a snide comment, a rejection, a sudden fear, and the amygdala goes, "Emergency. We are not okay." It floods your body with stress hormones. Heart rate up, muscles tense. You go into fight, flight, freeze, or overanalyze for 6 hours. Now here's the cool part. The prefrontal cortex, right behind your forehead, is the rational decision-making part. It's slower but smarter. And emotional intelligence is basically the tug of war between these two regions. Look at the graph on the screen. On the x-axis, you have time. On the y-axis, you have emotional reactivity. The amygdala spikes instantly. But the prefrontal cortex? It's the slower curve. It rises more gradually, but once it kicks in, it can override the amygdala's chaos. So improving emotional intelligence isn't about not feeling things. It's about delaying your reaction just long enough for the prefrontal cortex to catch up. And this is measurable. There's even a term for it: the amygdala hijack. When you react before thinking, you're letting your survival brain run the show. But with practice, like mindful pause, emotional labeling, cognitive reappraisal, you literally strengthen the neural pathway between your emotional brain and your logical one. This isn't just psychology. This is neuroscience. Now here's where things get fascinating. Emotions themselves are not universal reactions. They're predictions. According to Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett's theory of constructed emotion, your brain doesn't receive emotions. It constructs them based on past experience. Imagine this. On this graph, the orange line is your brain's prediction based on your past. The green line is what's actually happening. And the purple one? That's what you end up feeling, a blend of both. You're not reacting to the present moment. You're reacting to what your brain expects it to be. So when someone ignores your message, your brain predicts, rejection, pain incoming. But maybe they just dropped their phone in soup. Your emotional reaction is your brain filling in blanks. Which means, and this is the liberating part, your emotions aren't facts. They're stories your brain is telling to make sense of incomplete data. That reframe alone changes everything. You're not bad at emotions. You're just reacting to an outdated prediction model. But you can update it. Now pause. Quick action moment. If you've ever had your whole day ruined by one text message, I want you to drop a comment with same. That's it. Let's normalize the chaos and move on. Okay, so what does improving emotional intelligence actually look like? Not on a list, but in your real life. It's that moment when you pause before sending the angry text. When you ask, what else could this mean? Instead of jumping to the worst conclusion. When you recognize that your friend isn't distant because they hate you, but maybe because they're drowning and don't know how to ask for help. It's choosing curiosity over judgment, not just toward others, but toward yourself. Emotional intelligence grows in the pause between trigger and response. And the more you practice that pause, the more power you get back. So here's the takeaway. You don't need to become less emotional. You just need to become more fluent in your emotional language. The goal isn't to suppress, it's to interpret, to zoom out, to understand that every emotional spike is your brain trying to protect you, but not always getting it right. And once you realize you can change the prediction model, that's when things shift. You stop being a passenger in your emotional life, and you start becoming the narrator. If this kind of science-backed emotional decoding makes you go, wait, why didn't anyone teach me this in school? Hit subscribe. I've got more coming. And if today's video helped you connect the dots, share it with someone who's currently being held hostage by their own amygdala. You're not alone in this. You're just learning the language, and you're getting fluent one pause at a time.